great audience, ladies and gentlemen. That's it for me.
I'm Mrs. Maisel. Thank you and good night.
Oh, my husband's girlfriend attacked me at work yesterday. You know what that's like, huh, ladies? Really? No one? Oh, good, then you'll love this. So, my husband left me 3 months ago for his teenage secretary. However, the other night he came home for some clean underwear and a Actually, just for the underwear. I threw in the for free. Anyhow, Lolita found out, and boy, was she steamed. She couldn't believe I'd have the nerve to sleep with my husband. She thought that was mean and vindictive. And she has a point. After all, she has a teddy bear he won for her at Coney Island. All I've got is a wedding ring and 2 kids who call him daddy. Who cares if I was there first? This girl put a lot of work into luring him away. I mean, she had to have a vagina. Pretty low bar, but pretty high vagina. She's tall and dumb. I mean, she's pretty, but I'm pretty sure NASA doesn't have her on its short list for job openings. Anyhow, yesterday, she drags her giant vagina into my work and starts yelling at me. And after a while, I start yelling back. And she's saying, you stole him. And I'm saying, I was there first. And she says, I was there second. And I say, that's a very immature argument. And she says, do you want to buy some Girl Scout cookies? And I say, no. And she says, you're sure? And I say, do you have vanilla creams? And she says, no. And I say, you bitch. And everyone in the store is staring, and I'm starting to wonder, who's right here? I mean, was it really fair to lure Joel back with the promise of coherent conversation and unlimited clean jockey shorts? I just assumed I had that right. I really thought you find a guy, you give it up, you get married. Here we are in the Catskills, and I'm starving. Where can you get a decent meal around here? Food. 24 hours a day, food. Shouldn't the Catskill season be in winter? With big coats and scarves? What kind of sadist feeds you 10 meals a day then tell you to put on a bikini and go find a husband? The only reason we stand a chance is because the men are too full to run. And all I see and hear about and dream about is food. Giant portions of food. I know it's the midnight show, I'm supposed to be talking about blowjobs and big tits, but after 6 weeks up here, tits just start to look like a couple of Grossinger's baked Alaskas. You've had them. But really, I have great affection for the mountains. I've been coming up here with my family since I was born. It is the best place to have your first nervous breakdown, which automatically comes with spending months in a cabin with your family every year since you were born. My first everything happened in the Catskills. Everything. My mother first told me to keep my knees closed until there's a ring on my finger in the Catskills. Actually, she told me it was biologically impossible to have sex without a ring on your finger. Guess what, Mom? It's not. Anyhow, the first boy I ever kissed, I kissed in the Catskills. The first time I ever let a boy go Christopher Columbus on my nether regions, it was in the Catskills. And this boy, he was my papa.
Goodness, that is a lot of khaki. And I just realized it is actually a very flattering color for most skin tones. I know you're relieved. I just want you to know how much I admire you guys. I could never be brave enough to wear the same outfit every day. My brother toyed with joining the army. He loved the idea of serving his country, but then he snapped a rubber band in his eye, and that was the end of that. You guys have a lot of rules here, which I totally get. You need rules. Women learn rules from women's magazines. I can't make a move without consulting Family Circle or Harper's Bazaar. Otherwise, I'd have no idea what shade of red drives a man crazy. Little hint, it's the one with the least amount of fabric involved. Like that, do you? You could really use an Army Men's Monthly or Gunboat Daily. You know, you could read helpful articles like Fashion for Foxholes, Give Your Pistol Some Pizzazz. how to get your commanding officer to notice you. Oh, here's one. Camouflage. How to stand out while blending in. And for you generals in the audience, how to take care of your privates.
Good afternoon, everyone. You ready to see Seconds Count with Sophie Lennon? That's too bad, because this is a cooking show. Who likes salmon casserole? No, you're in the right place. So, a couple of things to keep in mind today. No smoking, no snacking, and when that red light goes on, it means the Russians are invading. Or we're rolling, one of the two. Both are pretty exciting. And when Sophie comes out, I'm gonna need you to yell like your hair's on fire. And if at any point your hair really is on fire, the exits are there and there. Boy, good-looking crowd today. You two look like you're in love, am I wrong?
We're engaged.
Exciting. And do you want kids right away?
I think so.
Yes.
Great. Well, I've got two for you. Their names are Ethan and Esther. I'll have them bathed and delivered to you. Just feed and water them regularly. Nice doing business with you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ignore the woman who was here a minute ago. She's gone. Like your alibi tonight, sir. Your friend fell asleep at a strip club. I'd hate to see what it takes to keep him awake. Hey, you know what I discovered today? You can take your kids to the airport, put them on a plane, and just fly them somewhere else. Technology is amazing. It used to be for that kind of peace and quiet, you had to leave your kids on the steps of a church. And the dangerous thing is not that you're sending your kids off with complete strangers on a vehicle that has something called a cockpit. No. The really dangerous thing is that once they're gone, you have a chance to remember what life was like without them. Right? It all comes flooding back. The clean floor. The calm apartment. Your goddamn waistline. Sex. Sex where you make it all the way to the end. Or at least your husband does.